Show. Grab a drink and get comfortable. The live show is about to start.
DeFi Daily is your best news source for the latest crypto, finance, market trends, sports, and world news, along with other top trending stories going on across the world. It's 100% free to use, so visit DeFi-Daily.com to stay up to date and informed.
What up, homie?
What's going on? How's everyone doing tonight? What's going on? Rugs2Riches. Roll call. Who's in the chat?
Thanks for joining us, Zach. Hey guys, AG might pop in later, but he's in Pigeon Forge with another baseball tournament with his kid. His kid got invited to a special tournament, so they
Nice.
yeah they went out there. So, well, welcome whoever's in. Zach, how was the weekend, man?
Man, it was awesome. Hold on, I gotta get my glasses on, my little swag, my little merch here. Ooh, bam. Got the laser eyes, the Bitcoin laser eyes. No, man, it was great, man. Had an awesome time, had a blast. Conference was really good, incredible speakers, incredible topics. As you can tell, my voice is a little bit hoarse still, so I was yelling and screaming too much, probably during the Trump speech and during all the other great announcements and events, and just having a great time in Nashville, man. Definitely recommend anyone on the fence. I think just with crypto becoming more and more, can you hear me all right? Yeah. Just because, with crypto becoming more and more mainstream, like it's incredible to like have the opportunity to see some of these people speak live and, especially come together as a community. It's hard to talk about crypto with your normal friends sometimes, but there, you're just all together and everyone's just sharing alpha and what projects they're in and just hanging out and having a good time. It really felt like you're, part of the, you feel like you're home with your friends and your community. I got this really awesome hat. Check this out. Let's go Trunk. I got a Trunk hat. Shout out to Jason B from the Herd. He brought these at the meetup party for the Herd. Man, that was incredible. That was on Friday night, I believe. Yeah, I think that was right. And but yeah, man, it was so great to see everyone from all around the country, even from all around the world. We had people from Germany there. We had people from, all across the US. And it's so funny, when we're at the Hangout, I'll jump to that for a minute. You walk up and everyone is like, not everyone is doxxed like us. Not everyone is, some people just have their little anime profile picture or their little whatever, picture. So, just walking around, be like, hey, I'm Johnny from blah, blah, blah. Hey, I'm blah, blah, blah. And then just taking pictures with everybody. I got some pictures I'll share here too in a minute. I can share my screen, but yeah, man, it was a blast. Definitely going to Vegas. Is it March or May? So I think they announced next year. So just, not too far away. But yeah, man, 10 out of 10. Nashville was fun. Great city. I honestly, like, I could have saw them staying there for another year, but maybe, they always want to switch towns, but the venue was incredible. The Music City Center, that's where they held the Bitcoin conference. And, great food, great activities. If you want to go dance, go party, the city parties all night long. So just overall, man, it was 10 out of 10 experience. How was your weekend? Everything good on your side, Sam?
No, man, I had the FOMO going, dude. It started about probably Thursday morning. Money Man called me when he was driving. And I talked to him for about an hour on his drive. It was just like, oh my gosh. It was like, and then you just start seeing pictures roll in, right? Like you and Mason are like, hey, we're rolling. I was like, oh.
Like, yeah, man. Mason and I had a blast.
Gosh.
Mason's my brother, man. Oh my gosh. Him and I are the dynamic duo. We almost took over that town. Oh my
God. That's so awesome. But it was just really awesome to see. I mean, especially like you, because everybody knows you because they know your face. So everybody was probably walking up to you like, oh my God. And you're like,
It was like that. Yeah.
You're like name
Yeah.
tagging everybody.
Yeah, we didn't have name tags, but you quickly learn and you'll be surprised. And some people are more just everyone's talking their little groups. So I would be the bold one just going, hey, what's going on? What's your name on the Telegram? Oh, Benny, what's up, Crypto Benny? Oh my God. Like it's
Nice.
crazy, like just different stuff like that. And man, talking about man, there's some real fans, some real ones, like very obscure things. Like, when I got in my sauna, they're like, oh, I know about you in the sauna. I'm like, you're tuning in? They're like, yeah. And then like, oh my gosh, this was a funny story. I was talking to Black Raspberry, and I forgot he was hanging out with the guy with the Pittsburgh Steelers helmet. That's his avatar. I forgot his name off the top of my head. But they were telling me this hilarious story. They were like watching when I was on the beach, with the elephant costume, and that's right around the time when the redemption queue, came out, and I had made a video about 3 hidden ways to make money with elephant money, and talked about the redemption queue. And then they found out what I was doing, and they were like, man, Zach's living his best life dancing on the beach. They're like, I bought a ton of trunk and I had 20 accounts for 10,000 trunk each, in the redemption. And it was just so cool to meet people, and, they're watching us, they're learning, they're, I'm learning from them. And it's like, it is really cool, man. I felt like a little mini celebrity,
Nice. Well, you are a celebrity, man. You're definitely, you're definitely the elephant man. All right.
Yeah, appreciate it. Shout out to Savannah House. Look at this badass t-shirt. I might take off my jacket, show you the back here. But
nice.
These were given out. Shout out to A1 Digital. They were there as well. Great meeting their team and them. They had a booth at the Bitcoin conference, and I actually got this really cool, it's called Guardians of the Fourth Industrial Revolution, Your Guide to Understanding AI, Big Data, and More. Man, this book is so cool. It's designed for maybe like a 10-year-old or a little bit older. Like, dude, I'll send this to you for your kids, or you need to buy a copy. Like, I'm gonna go through this with my nephew. He's about 11, but it's got history of crypto. It's got AI data, but very simple, and like interactive. I'll just show you something. Let's see here. You can do some coloring book. You can do some like crossword puzzles.
Nice.
It's like an interactive comic book, and like they had a really cool thing. I'll show this here in a minute. See if I can find it real quick. Talking about investors. See who's the CEO of ARK Invest, Kathy Wood, right? And really cool book. But they were there, and big shout out to them because they were a big part of how we got booked at the 1230 Club, which is where the party was held, which is Justin Timberlake's club in Nashville. Supposedly, I didn't know that. I learned that. Yeah, and man, that place was awesome. Like the venue was super and they were having live music, and like they were playing it over like the speakers around, like if you weren't in the live music area. And man, it sounded like I was like, is that the radio edit playing right now? They're like, no, they're out there, and you can go walk out, and like they're playing all this good music. I think I'll show you this one cool little thing before I forget. I take a minute to find, but man, it was a great event.
So what was your favorite? Did you sit on any panels or anything other than because you went to the actual conference, right?
Yeah, I went to those. So let me give you some breakdown about the conference. I got to, so on Thursday we got there. I didn't go to the conference yet. Pull up in Nashville in the Tahoe. Me and Mason roll up. We rented a Tahoe from Enterprise, big vehicle, had all our stuff with us. And when we pulled up, we were invited to stay with Crypto Slow and a new gentleman I met, Shizzy from Ordinal Revolution, and he was a really great guy too. But we pull up on Banker's Alley. I was like, no, this is like some Manifest Destiny something, right? Or what do you call it? A manifesting. And we go in. It's not. There's no lobby. You just walk in this bottom room, little nice little room, and there's an elevator. And he's like, oh, we're on this floor, blah blah blah. So you go in, and it's lofts, right? Each floor is a loft. So right when the elevator opens, you're in your room, you're in your loft, right? And dude, Slow did not skimp out, man. This was probably the nicest Airbnb I've ever stayed at. It was a Verbo, whatever they call them. But man, it was a awesome place to hang out and stay for the weekend. So we checked in, got all our stuff there, said hey to everybody, and shout out to Crypto Slow and shout out to Shizzy and all them. And then Friday was the first day we went to the conference. And go in. We rode. Me and Mason. We had the scooters. So I had my the first day of the conference too. I wore my yellow suit, and so I was flying down Nashville with my yellow suit. and like everyone's staring, everyone's like, what the hell, because I'm on a little scooter. And I didn't wipe out, thankfully, but pull up to the conference, and I walked in, and Mikey said it best. I got to meet Mikey from Earn, and we got to hang out for a good while. But he said it best. When you walked around the conference, they had a bunch of booths, and you start saying like, wait, it's all mining and all tax evasion. That was the majority of all of the like companies there. Yeah, it was all like either green energy mining, or they're selling miners to retail, or like business, like business mining stuff, and like but that was majority of the booths. I'd say 90%. Then they have 10%. They had stuff like the A1 Digital Media, some smaller vendors, some gaming stuff, some ICP was there. If you're familiar with that protocol, they had a little booth. They had Unisat had a little booth. I thought there would be more ordinals, more like I would say, what's the word I'm looking for? Less corporate, right? It seemed very corporatized. The majority of, and I get big booths are expensive at the Bitcoin conference, right? But majority of the companies there and such, it was, to put it bluntly, it was normies, right? It was people who, they just found out about Bitcoin 6 months ago. I talked to a lot of people like that. I was like, that's crazy. I've been in this game for 9 years. It's like funny to talk to people who are like, I just bought my first Bitcoin, like April this year. And I had to I brought my family to the conference. Here's my wife, here's my kids. Like, we're trying to learn more and stuff. So that's cool. But it really, it was really cool to see a bunch of, adoption, just from across the spectrum, and all of us gathering together to learn and talk about, self-custody, freedom to transact, and just what Bitcoin is doing in the financial world. But yeah, so hanging out there, we ended up actually kind of posting up. This is the first time I got to meet Patrick Cryptozoa in person. Me and Mason are walking around doing our thing. I just had gotten a picture with, let me I'll share my screen real quick. Let's see, anyone in the chat, the real one. Let's see this real quick. Can you see my screen all right?
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and add it.
Yeah, you see it being shared right now?
Yep.
I got to first, this is the first celebrity.
DaVinci J15.
That's right. DaVinci, right? Gentleman
DaVinci
who,
J, yeah.
Yep, was putting everyone on about Bitcoin. And like, I think, I don't know the time scale exactly. I think you mentioned maybe it was Bitcoin's around $100, and he made a video.
I thought it was even lower than that, because I remember the video specifically of him just saying literally buy $1 worth. Like, buy $1.
Let's pull up the video. Let's see DaVinci's OG video. DaVinci buy. Oh, go away, ad block. DaVinci buy.
So I know he was creating a wallet. I kind of fell out. I used to watch him with like MM Crypto back in the day, and I know he was doing a wallet. Do you know? Is he still doing that?
I didn't really follow. I haven't followed him personally, so I'm not sure what he's doing in the space now. And
welcome back, Jeremy.
Hey, who we got in the chat tonight? What's up, Jeremy? Sorry,
his name is Justin. I was a little drunk last week, and I called him Jeremy.
Around here, Justin, you're Jeremy to us. We love you. It's a term of endearment. But
it's
yeah,
it's him and his brother.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so I got to see DaVinci. He was just walking around, and he has his little jacket closed, and I just walked up to him. I'm like, hey man, can I take a picture? He's like, yeah, of course. And then that's his pose. He goes, he goes, I told you so. I know that's the thing he's done. And those shoes are fire too, those orange spikes. But just met DaVinci, right? And then I'm just walking around the conference center some more. I walk by the chess table and I meet Patrick Cryptozoa and Lance, who goes by Lamsums 31250.
Yeah, Lamser.
Yeah, the guy, they both are big medium riders for the herd. They were just chilling at a table, and I saw Patrick here. He was wearing orange pants. He has orange swag on too. And I was like, Patrick, what's up? And I'm easy to spot, so it's not hard to see the yellow walking around. Funny enough, I'll pull the picture up here if Mason sent it to me. Well, this is kind of a side note, but when we were leaving the conference, I think on this Friday, I walk out, I see another guy with the same suit. And that's
funny.
And he had like a yellow hat too. But I ran up to him. I was like, we got to take a picture. He's like, I know where you got your suit at. I was like, yeah. But yeah, I got to hang. So this is where I also was hanging out with Mikey. So Mikey always came up, and we all were just hanging out at the chess tables and playing some chess with some people. I beat Mason and I beat Lance, and then we went to lunch after that. But yeah, man, it was great hanging out, talking, and got some good Thai food. And this is the day before the party. But here I'll go through some quick pictures here. But right, this is the day we went to the rooftop party at the 1230 Club. Me and Mason here, we brought this gift for Bank Teller here wrapped in the purple box here. And I got to see Aaron and Moneyman and Shankar. And I got to get a picture with the boss man himself. Mr. BT was there running around, being the good party host. I got Johnny and Lisa, and we got Mikey and Adina. They also came up to the herd meetup. And this is when Jason B gave out the hats. This is Jason B right here. He's like, hand them out. There's Benny in the background. We got Shankar. We got Arnold. Arnold's a viewer. Shout out to him. He's like, I watch all your stuff. I don't comment. I just watch stuff. I'm like, that's awesome. Just friends, right? Hanging out with some people here. And Money Man, me and him, that's my homie, man. Me and Money Man, we were party. I'll jump to that on Saturday night of the night of this party. Or was it Friday night? Friday night. Yeah, Friday night.
I saw y'all in the after club.
Yeah, we stayed out till 4 a.m.
Oh, it is so funny because Moneyman was like I said, he called me on the drive down. He's like, man, I'm just bored. I wanted to pick your brain a little bit. And like he caught me like as I was fixing to brush my teeth. So I put my toothbrush down and then I it sat on my sink for an hour.
Yeah.
I talked and we talked about all kinds of stuff. But and he's all like, oh, I drink, but I always drink responsibly. I always drink I drink and then water and drink and then water.
Yeah, and he did. Yeah, we were all good. We didn't get sloppy or nothing, but we were staying good. And actually,
I saw all of you guys representing the vodka cranberry. Thank you there. I feel like that was a homage to me. I don't know if it was or not, but
is that your favorite drink of choice?
That's usually what I'm drinking. I'm just saying,
Yeah, I'm not a big drinker myself, but yeah, that's my favorite. I love cranberry juice. So when it comes to add a little bit of alcohol, I like cranberry vodka. Yeah, that's
listen. If you do like cranberry, like cran apple is my favorite, and then blueberry vodka. If you get a good blueberry vodka with a lime, dude, it tastes just like a Jolly Rancher. It's dangerous, so watch out.
All right, we're gonna make one when we get together. Then that'll be our drink. Yeah. This is me and Goldwyn's drink. Y'all get away. This is our
I love those. Yeah, the blueberry. So it's like when I go on cruises too, they have blueberry Stoli. So that's usually what I drink is cranberry blueberry.
Nice. Yeah, and I was gonna say the Money Man here too. Oh, I was gonna say I met him the night before on Friday night. The first night we got there, that's when they had the Bitcoin and Brews event, which was they had like a little kind of Nashville, kind of bar outside, live music and stuff. And that's the first night. I can pull that pic. Do I have that picture? I saw it on the Elephant Money Twitter today. Let me pull it up here. Da Vinci telling us to buy. Take me back 13 years ago.
Yeah, right.
Watch this video, damn it. I think he's a billionaire now because I think he had 100 coins or something or something more. I don't know. 100 millionaire at least, unless he dropped the coins at some point. Here's a picture I was going to pull up. This is the first night. You can see I have my green suit. I purposely, I wanted that to be a surprise for Trunk. So I wore that the first night at the Bitcoin and Brews. And you see here with Ed and me and Money Man Mason and Make It Happen from Germany. But yeah, this was the first night, right? Friday night. And Mason put on the Telegram. He's like, hey, BT, where are you at? Right. Slow was here too. And we're all hanging out, having a good time. And Crypto Slow invited Mason and I to go join him and his wife for dinner. And right when, we're leaving 8:30 is late dinner or something like that. Right when we're about to jump in our Uber, all of a sudden Uber pulls up. Cha-ching! BT appeared out. He just jumped out of nowhere, out of the car. And we're literally getting in on the sidewalk, about to get in our Uber. And we're like, oh, what's up, BT? He's like, what's going on? And we're like, oh, we're just leaving. We're about to go get dinner, man. Gave him a hug, all that, dapped him up. And we're like, I'll catch you later. But I think BT then came and hung out at Bitcoin and Brews for a while. But So that was the first time I got to meet BT for 10 seconds, right? But I was like, all right, brother, we'll see you later. And then ended up, like I said, Saturday, like got to definitely talk a lot more and hang out and at the party and everything and the dinner afterwards. But yeah, man, that was Friday night. Saturday, like I said, convention. I wish I got to see Michael Saylor talk. There was like a giant line to enter the main event room. And that's when we ended up going to lunch like at 2:00, and that's when he was about to start, and we hadn't eaten anything all day. And anyway, though, so I didn't get to see Michael Saylor, but I'm gonna watch his YouTube recap of it later. I watched a lot of them. Like I wanted to see Vivek Ramaswamy, but he came on after Trump. But Trump was an hour late. This is on. I keep getting the date. Saturday or no Friday. Friday.
Yeah, Friday was the meetup. Saturday would have been Trump. Yeah,
Trump. So Saturday, yeah. And so, Trump was an hour late. And this is an interesting story that I'll give you as a firsthand person who was there. So we go inside. You have to go through the Secret Service security checkpoint. When you go in the big event hall, I was looking in the corners of the room. Like they had Secret Service on all the corners. They had people walking around. When we got in the room, I think it holds like 7,600 people. I think we were probably like the 7,000 person there. Like the security guard was already telling us like, you guys might be on the cutoff line, and then they had an overflow room. And I was like, oh crap. But, in typical government worker fashion, we're all standing in line. It's kind of moving, then it stops. And we're just talking to people. Let me show you this cool picture Mason sent me. Let me pull it up. So we're just talking, meeting new people, talking crypto, talking Bitcoin, and the line starts moving again. I was taking this picture. They had a little Bitcoin magazine.
Nice.
Booth. Dang, someone scratched on to zeros that too. And then look, so the line starts moving again, and the security guard's walking around. He was chatting us too. He's like, yeah, the TSA just got back. They had to take a break. I was like, are you serious? Like, it hasn't, it's like, it was like a 10 a.m. in the morning. They already had to have like, I guess, a mandatory break time. So that's why they had stopped the line. I was like, that's government workers for you, right? Government for you.
Well,
also,
shit, people were probably there hours before, right? To try to get in early.
Yeah, they were to get good seats. Yeah. They were. And they had the whale passes, which were $21,000 like a week before the event. So, but the whale pass I think was going for like 4K or 3K, months ago, but it got all the way up. I was like, that could have been an easy flip too if I bought it for 3K and sold it for 9K. But I don't know how the secondary market was for that and all that. But
Bitcoin only.
yeah. And it's funny too. So me and Mason, we walk into we go through the secret security, all that, get inside, and we go like, hey, I use the restroom, right? Bro, you've never seen you always see the women wait for the restroom, a line. Man, it's Bitcoin. The men's line was a mile long, and all the women, had all the stuff to themselves. But like we're waiting in line to use the restroom. All of a sudden, these like bodyguards all walk out of the restroom, 6 people, and then Shib Toshi walks out. I don't know if you know who this guy is. I don't mean to be giving him clout because I don't respect this guy for any this or that. Just another influencer in the space. I don't know too much about him other than this is the gentleman. He put $8,000 into Shib, the meme token. It's kind of like a Dogecoin, like the Shibu Inu. And he put $8,000 into. Guess how much it ran up to after Shib became, a popular meme. Guess how much?
Well, he's a billionaire.
$5.7 billion was the height of his portfolio. I think it's down to like $2 billion. I saw a screenshot. You know how day to day it says your portfolio is plus 2% or minus 2%. I saw a screenshot of his portfolio when it was down 2% for the day. He was down $68 million for the day. I'm like, that's crazy, right? But he's walking around with that gold mask and his little entourage, little security guards. I was joking with Mason. I was like, I'm gonna go rip his mask off. Like his little bodyguards don't have any guns. They can't. We all just went through the Secret Service. Like little. I was like, I can take 2 or 3 of them. Me and Mason take them all. But
what can they do besides whip your ass, right?
That's right.
So it's probably not even him anyway, right?
No,
That's what.
I think it was him. Maybe though. Who knows?
Because he's probably the guy to his right or his left is
Yeah,
probably
he's
actually
probably
him.
him.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
You
this
just hire
guy's
some
ego.
guy to dress up.
This guy's ego's too big. He wants the attention.
Yeah, he wants to pop.
So I saw him. I just thought that was funny. Like, what's up? Look at him. He's over here because there was good lighting right here. So he's like, they're doing like a little photo shoot. That's those little bodyguards looking around. But man, it was awesome. Here's Shizzy. Here's Mason. Definitely check out. I'll show his channel real quick. He's got some alpha. He was telling me he's one of the biggest ordinals for Bitcoin Ordinals channel. He said he was a CNC machinist, but then he got into like the ordinals. He was into DeFi a little bit here and there. But when ordinals took off, he started a channel, and he said it blew up because it's such a niche topic, and they were posting every day. He said he hasn't missed like one day. Like they live stream every day for the last like year. And they blew up their channel like 20,000 subscribers. And man, I was like, we need to figure out, get on his level. He was telling me, I'm not trying to shill his business too much, but he has a few kind of projects that are sponsoring him, and they're giving him like $5,000 a month and stuff to like, come on his live stream and this and that. And I'm like, man, I need to get on you. And like, like I say, he's a good sized channel, but they have 1,000 views here and there. They stream every day, stream today.
Hey man, R2R just passed 1,800.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
What? Respect to the fans. Let's go.
Shout out to the R2R community. Let's go. That's great. Yeah. And so hey, we're trying to get like you, Shizzy. We're trying to get like Ordinal Revolution. But yeah, it was great meeting him. And so yeah, after the Trump,
listen, how did nobody do trunk for Trump shirts? Right?
That would have been good too. I was going to tell you, I kind of lost my train of thought, but he was going to go on at 2:30, right? And then they're like, everyone like stood up, everyone was getting hype, like he's about to come in, and then they're like, the president needs a few more minutes or whatever. He's not ready yet.
He just landed.
Yeah, probably, right? And so okay, so we're all like chilling, and then they come on the intercom. They're like, I remember the name. They're like, Jordi Montez. Immediately go to any exit near you right now, Jordi Montez. And everyone around's like laughing. They're like, like he didn't pass the background check, right? We ended up so now 3:00 rolls around, and then 3:30, and then he finally came out. And when he came out, he said, "Oh yeah, sorry for the hold up." Like he's like, the Secret Service said they needed 20 more minutes, and he said, "Take as long as you guys want."
Yeah, right.
Right. Yeah.
Make sure there's no slanted roofs anywhere in the building.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. So
did you hear what he walked out to for the RNC?
Proud to be the RNC. He walked out on this stage for the Proud to be American. But what? Oh, he walked out to the Mini Men by 50 Cent.
50 Cent, yeah, Mini Men.
Yeah.
like, is this real life? Is this real life? We're living in the Matrix. I
think we are like a TV show or something.
Oh my gosh, for real.
It's something else, man.
So what's the alpha, man? I mean, you hung out with BT, you hung out with all these guys. I mean, Native was there. Native's apparently.
Yep, Native and I hung out, talked for a long time. He invited me down to New Orleans. I said, let's definitely go. Here's a little video just showing kind of the atmosphere on the roof. I was just kind of BSing. I don't see nothing here. But you see everyone just talking and hanging out, and they were serving appetizers, drinks. The food was so good. Oh my God. I ate better than the last 3 days than I have like the last 18 months, like for real.
Well, you're like are you a vegan or a vegetarian?
Vegetarian mainly, yeah. So, but they have so much different options and stuff. So
yeah,
they had good food all over well. I was gonna show you some more videos here. Oh, this is just when BT. Oh, let me talk about this for a minute here. Aaron kind of gave a better little view. Let me pull it up on the YouTube channel. So when we got there and I saw BT, he's like, "Hey BT, Mason and I, we brought a gift and we want to bestow it to you on behalf of the herd." Right? He's like BT's so funny. He's like, "Okay, sure, yeah, okay, yeah, sounds good." And I was like, "Okay." I know he's in party manager mode. He's shaking a lot of hands and talking to everybody, just being out there. And Let me pull this up on the Elephant Money channel.
So listen,
And
what was while you're pulling that up, what was his state of mind? I mean, dude, like probably the second biggest. I mean, it's either this Trump crash could be arguably more devastating than the first crash, right? Like when this happened last weekend, I'm like, there's no way this party's going to go on next week. Like. So what was his state of mind? Did he even seem concerned? I mean,
that's what so part of the alpha, man. This is the alpha all summed up, man. Buy trunk. Like the code has been cracked. Like, and like I said, just talking with everybody and talking with BT, like I really sincerely believe there's going to be a lot of buy pressure coming, a lot of support both from within the herd and outside of the herd, and people that are not involved quite yet but have been watching us. Like their trunk is the best play. And, it's kind of like you're saying, like arguably the time that's different with this, when we got exploited with Elephant, that killed a lot of momentum. And we didn't necessarily have like a business model that is easy to grasp, right? Like, 10% in, 10% out. And you have, supply shock and watch this hour-long video, right? Whereas when it comes to the business model of the USDC Solon pool, I think that is what is ultimately going to allow us to bounce back faster and harder, and allow us to, like I said, attract liquidity buyers and support that may have not necessarily got involved when it's like this new token, and when it's USDC and it's et cetera. Like a lot of people want that. So BT's state of mind, he seemed like himself. He seemed like a normal guy. He wasn't like, down or sad or like, worrisome or, he seemed just like very confident. That's the message and kind of vibe I got from him. And like I said, just talking with him one-on-one and such, like, I think a lot of really good things are just around the corner. Go ahead. Yeah.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, but yeah, I mean, so that's one of two, because that was another thing that I was talking to Money Man about after the conference was, BT's been doing this so long, right? It felt like, a couple months ago, just the grind had gotten to him, hearing him talk and whatnot. It kind of felt like that. So like, I can't even imagine how he must have felt waking up Sunday or Monday, whatever day that was, to see,
all his work once again.
His ideas, but then the herd is the one that really stepped up. I mean, we took it from 4 cents to $1.65. That's what, like I don't even know what it is off the top of my head, 30x, somewhere right around in there, 35x, and for it to go crash so hard so fast is just, bananas.
What? Why can't we have just bought the dollar Bitcoin with Da Vinci? Why are we get into this hair pulling?
But I mean, but that's where we are, right? Let's take it back to Bitcoin, right? Let's take the because you weren't on the show last week, but that was one thing that I told AG. I said, listen, nothing's changed. The tokenomics are still the tokenomics on Trump, right? I said, if anything, he proved all of those people that said Trump would never be $1. He proved them all wrong, right? Yeah. And then it almost was $2. Like, so all those haters and all those people that said that Trump can never be $1 have been proved wrong, right? Exactly. So that's the same thing. The tokenomics haven't changed. There's still only 125 million in circulation. Period. Those are going down every single day, right? Turbine's locking it up every day. Elephant is buying and burning every day. Not that much currently, but the ecosystem is still the ecosystem. I mean, I get it. It looks rough. So, thanks, Patrick, coming in with the Alpha 7 biggest crashes in Bitcoin history. Right. So same thing. And if anything, now BT is seeing, okay, well, here's the things that we need to change. Bang, we change now he's changing them. And those that you don't know, Solend is now Save. So I think it's save.finance.
Yeah, I heard about that rebrand. Let's pull it up here.
So and actually the UI, it looks tight, man. That was one of the things I didn't like about Solend is it was
Ooh, yeah, this is like pretty pretty. Let's see what's going on here.
Patrick, do you want to hop on? I'll
Come
send you
on,
the link.
Patrick. Bro, Patrick is my man, my homie, man. We got to have lunch together and we just were chatting about stuff. I'm definitely going to go visit him north of in Colorado. And it was just really great time getting to hang out in person. You know, like I said, you don't meet many people who you really vibe and connect with, you know, like easily, you know, you got to build relationships. But me and him, we felt like we're old time friends and like just talking about everything under the sun. But yeah, shout out to Patrick. Come on, man. Come on, jump on.
Yeah, I'm sending him the link right now. Hold on one second.
I'm sure he'll tell us about it, but he's about to start another world traveling tour. I think he said he's going to Malaysia or the Philippines and going somewhere else.
I think he's going to meet Danny from Stable Swap.
Yep.
Is that part of the trip, Patrick?
Yeah. And kind of like I was going to point out here, like you're just were saying about the tokenomics haven't changed fundamentally. It's the same exact piece of meat it was, 100 hours ago or whatever, 400 hours ago as it is today. And, this isn't a joke right here. Futures turbines store generational wealth. That's what I was trying to point out. This is the key point here is that these things are built to continue to generate and store value for generations, not just for a pump and dump. So that's what I think why Trunk is a steal right now, and why it's easy to be hurt in the short term, and it's easy to be like, oh, okay, I've been in part of smaller cap coins, and I've seen this a million times and they die. But the difference here is the community, the inflow from futures. Right. And just the tokenomics that make Trunk different, and the biggest part being the new front end business with Save.finance now. I need to stop calling it Solend. Let's see if I can pull up the DApp. But that's what I think people have to realize is. So
I pulled up Save earlier, and if you are still locked into USD lending, because I know not everybody can get their money out, you are getting interest again. I think it's at 265% a year. I saw that today. So I know that the Medium article hasn't come out, but I know that he did adjust the lending and buying rates.
Okay.
So the pool is there. You just have to go. It's not on the front page like it was. If you go to pools up there, you'll see it. I think it's the second or third one down.
Yeah. Let's see here. Boom, boom. Yeah. I unfortunately, I didn't, like you said, I wasn't here last week. I was traveling back from New York State. I was in Lake Placid. My mom ran an Ironman, or she competed in the Ironman up there. And I woke up on the day we're about to drive back home. I was in a little Airbnb in the top of this like log cabin little thing, and like I was in the bed. And I wake up, look at my phone, 100 text messages from different clients and Telegram messages, and I'm like, oh, I was like, what? Open the chart, heart sank in my, my stomach, pulled up my Solend account, aka Safe Finance. I got liquidated. I was one of the 113 people. So I got a big chunk, got hurt pretty bad, but I do have a little bit left. And I actually had two accounts, and one of my accounts still has like $7,000 worth of Trunk and like $1,000 worth of USDC as debt against it. So looks like I'm paying high interest again on it, but that's all good.
Yeah, right. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hey, welcome, Patrick, man. It's good to see you.
Hey, Goldwyn. How's it going?
Yo,
it's going.
Patrick. I want to see Patrick. I'm going to stop sharing for a minute. What's going on, Patrick?
Oh, not much. I'm just in my hotel room. I'm going to leave for Guam tomorrow.
Oh, nice. Well, thanks for joining us, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you're actually one of the first people I've met since I have been live streaming, or since I have started doing YouTube. So I was really actually pretty nervous before our lunch meeting, but because I know that I might see playful or boisterous online, but I really am not real outgoing until I get a couple drinks in me or around friends that that know that I'm an idiot, So
we had a good time.
We did. I had a great time, and that's what I was going to say. Once we met and we said hi, I mean, it really, like Zach was saying, it felt like we were already old friends, and then we were just catching up. And like we could have sat there for probably 2 more hours. Like we were there, what, an hour and a half or 2 hours, and it flew by. Like it was how fast. Oh, thanks for buying me lunch. I do appreciate that.
Oh yeah, no problem.
I'll have to get it next time.
I'll accept it. No, I think we're kind of cut from the same cloth, the crypto cloth, and so we've all had our challenges. We've all overcome them, and we've all been in sketchy projects and then better projects over time. So it's a lot of like battle stories,
Yeah. It's like a shared, trauma together, and our wins, our losses, our war stories, our heroic defeats, and our heroic victories, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's crypto, man.
Yeah. Where are you still in Nashville now, Patrick, or have you gone to another step in your journey before Guam?
No, I'm in the Hyatt that's close to the airport because I have an early morning flight, and I decided to just come here instead of go to Crestone and back because it would have been a 7-hour turnaround. So
nice. So is that in Nashville, the Hyatt you're talking about?
Oh no, this is in Denver.
Denver. Oh, I got you. So you made it to Denver. Nice. Glad you're in Denver.
Yeah, that's nice.
And actually, that airport's or that Hyatt's in the airport, right? It's attached to the airport or not?
I'm not in the West End. I'm basically just 15 minutes outside of it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
AG says he's jealous. He's like, Patrick comes on the show when I'm not there. Well, you're not here, buddy. I mean, when the cat's away, the mice shall play.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy to fill his boots, so yeah, it's like extra filled right now.
Yeah. Did you make it home okay, Zach?
Yeah, I made it home. Me and Mason, we drove back from Nashville. We got caught in this rain. It was supposed to be raining all week, I heard, at the conference, but then it didn't rain a drop really. It was great weather. But on the way home, man, we got hit in this rainstorm for a while.
Wow.
And Mason's like, "You're a boss driving through that." I was driving at the time, a big old Tahoe. But and when we got to a point, we saw cars running off the road, and I was like, "Oh."
Wow.
But, we made it home safe, and today I just been hanging out a little bit, catching up. My voice didn't get hoarse until a little bit yesterday, and now today I felt like it was pretty good the whole time, but.
Yeah.
Man, what a time, right, Patrick? Man, we gotta make fun of Gold when he missed out, right? Man, we had a great time.
I'll tell you, that bank teller, he runs a party, and I've run like a small conference, and I tell you, it's what do they call it? Death by 1,000 cuts. I mean, you have like 100 people asking you to make decisions. So, but it seemed like so smooth the way it was run, and it's at the best venue too, the 1230 Club. JT's club.
Hey, you're looking for him.
Listen, that would have been some shit if he just walked up and been like dapping up BT,
exactly,
and just bounced like he just. I didn't
cool.
say nothing.
It was still cool.
Yeah. AG Vegas is well, I don't know if that's the next big, but that's when the next Bitcoin conference is, Vegas next year.
Yeah, I'll bet he does the conference there.
Yeah. So do you think there will be another meetup before Vegas?
Before Vegas? I think probably just Vegas, but I don't know.
Yeah, actually, Bank Teller did mention that he's going to Invest Fest here in Atlanta.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So he invited me to come. I said, "Oh, we're in Atlanta, so I'm probably gonna make my way. Mason and I will probably, carpool again down to the city. Maybe get a hotel there while we're in town for those couple days." And supposedly as well, I think BT mentioned that we'll have a booth for Elephant Money. So that would be really cool, to actually be one of the vendors there, to be sharing pamphlets and each one teach one at IRL, So that's really, because I feel that'd be like the first, coming out party, with actual, trying to, teach people about what we do here with the protocol. So
Yeah, I mean, if you notice at the Bitcoin conference, the expo, you didn't see HBAR, you didn't see Ethereum, you didn't see anything else besides things that were focused on Bitcoin.
Yeah. I wonder what they, I'd be, as a troll person, sending I want an Ethereum booth, and we're going to be like, oh, and there's this one meme I saw. This is how I felt too, because true Bitcoin maxis, they hate crypto. They hate, Bitcoin is the only cryptocurrency. Everything else is a parasite to the industry. But and I saw this one meme. It was a girl all bloody smoking cigarettes. When Trump comes out and says, "Oh, hello, all crypto and Bitcoin people," and kept referring to as crypto and Bitcoin. But these Bitcoin maxis gotta realize we're here to stay. We're not running away.
Yeah, he needs to get a better speechwriter. So cut out the crypto part.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So Aaron said we should do our own meetup. So
Not a bad idea. Down in Florida, we could do at the casino or something, have dinner, casino meetup or something like that, or who knows what other event.
Yeah. So I do have a place that is in Valdosta, Georgia, which is kind of the Florida Georgia line there.
Mhm.
And it's a campground that we can rent the entire thing. It has like 16 cabins. It's super reasonable. It's on a lake. It has a huge kitchen. We hold events for the fighting club that I'm part of. We hold big events, a couple hundred people, but it'd be kind of cool to, anybody that came down could have their own cabin or bunk up with people or whatever.
Hell, if Trump was at 250 right now, I'd be like booked right now, right? But we're getting there. We're gonna get right back up there. I know.
But the big problem is there's just not a big airport anywhere close to that. So you're kind of flying in either to Valdosta or Jacksonville, and then you still have to drive a little bit, but But if everybody was driving,
we'll find out.
Well, we could do it in Tampa. AG can we'll all stay at AG's house.
Yeah, there you go. That'll work. But yeah, man, it's a good time here. Let me see if I got any more pictures here. Me and Patrick got dinner. Got a funny puppet. Let me show my screen. But
so, what about you, Patrick? Did you hit any more of the Bitcoin side versus just the elephant? Did you do any of the Bitcoin conference?
I think I listened to one thing and then that's it. So, Bitcoin is like I own some Bitcoin. Well, actually, BTCB. But I sold all my Bitcoin for the elephant side, and honestly, it was the best thing I ever did.
Yeah, nice. So, what do you feel about this crash, Patrick?
Oh, I'm not worried. I think Trunk and elephant money is unkillable. I think I shouldn't say this. I should say this. I can't be real specific about it, but big money is still coming in.
Yeah, and that's like you said.
How can you drop that and just not be? I'm not going to be specific about it.
That's all.
What?
I know specifics, but I can't get specific because it was.
Bro, you better use like my friend mentioned something that I read on the subway or something. You can't just.
You had to be there. You had to come get the alpha in person.
Nah, that's why we're talking now. This is the alpha. Let's go. Share it with it.
I was.
You put it in quotation marks.
Yes, I can't. I wasn't even supposed to say anything. It just spilled out.
You want to share it with us.
Well, it's exciting news, right? And
and
you'll see the spikes already happening. With Trunk. The last time I saw it was with elephant money, where there's like regular buys, like regular big buys, and you'll see these spikes that happen every day at like 2:30, and I imagine the same thing's going to happen, honestly. So we'll see.
I got to reply to Justin here. Justin, you the info is buy Trunk.
That's the answer.
Hey, listen. If we would have listened to Patrick the last time he was on the show, I don't know what Trunk was at. I think it was still like 20 cents. It hadn't dropped all the way down to 4 cents. But Patrick, you said you were DCAing every single day into Trunk, and you were literally the biggest preacher of Trunk the last time you were here. So if people would have listened to Patrick the last time, you would have been. Assuming you would have taken some.
Worst case, if you bought it at 4 or 5 cents and it's at 33 right now. Oh, you're only up 600% in the last 6 months. Oh,
even if you would have bought the day of the dip, like when I woke up, I bought at 18 cents.
Yeah,
and why did I buy? Even though it was so devastating, because the tokenomics hadn't been changed. Yes, I get it. It was an attack. It was a malicious attack. We don't know all the specifics, but the Medium article will come out. But the tokenomics are still the same. 125 million deflationary asset with a protocol with a huge following that is buying and burning every single day. Like, how more hyper deflationary can you get?
20% of futures deposits go straight into Trunk. So
yeah,
and it still does. And the big money, is looking at this and they see it as de-risks, and they see that the holes are going to be plugged in, and so they're like more enthusiastic about getting in. It's my
Yeah.
field.
So Justin said he got trunk at $1. Zach, did you buy a trunk at $1?
Yeah, man, I bought it at $1, $1.20. I took out some debt at $1.45. I mean, goodness. To be fair, I only had it was between 8% and 11%. It was one of those two. The time I got liquidated, so I had a very, what I would say, low risk, what I thought was low risk position. However, that turned out not to be the case, and I was going to say the overall though, like, as it hurts myself, but I feel like it's kind of like we're talking about. It's better to happen at a $18 million market cap instead of a $1.8 billion market cap. So a lot of lessons learned on my behalf, and lick your wounds and get up, keep going. What else can you do?
Yeah, actually, we had Bailey last week, and he actually brought up a good point. And I'd like to get both of your takes on this. Justin brings up a good point. There's a lot of trunk in trumpet, and one of the things that Bailey said is right now we only have like 6 million in liquidity or whatnot, and there is a lot of trunk in hand, so we can expect volatility, right? I mean, the reason this attack happened was because somebody dumped 500,000 trunk or something, and then was able to start liquidating people. So what would you say? I mean, I'm going to answer my own question, and then you guys can take over. But one of the things I think of is it's your longevity, right? It's your length of mindset. Is that a good way to say it?
Yeah.
I have no doubt in 10 years we're going to be you're going to have the shirt on, Zach, that says "I told you so," right? And people will be taking pictures with you. So I think, Justin, that's one of the things that I agree with you. I agree with your statement. There's a lot of trunk in trumpet, but you know what? People are going to sell at different points. When trunk hits $2 or $3, people are going to dump it, and it'll go back down, right? Yeah. But then new people will be buying at that point because they'll be so happy that trunk's now $2 instead of $3, right?
Yeah. Here's my take. I'll jump in then, Patrick. You're next up to bat. Everyone thought at $1 we were going to see massive volatility, right? Like, oh, everyone's back made whole, right? People are going to be taking their money out and be walking away. But what did we actually see in reality? We saw, right, the market's never wrong. We all have our predictions, but the market is what it is. And what happened, right? We blew past $1, $1.10, $1.15, stuff like that. And what I think is the case of the herd as it stands now, everyone who was upset or mad or etc., they dumped their trunk a long time ago. The people who are in the protocol now are the people who listen to the voice messages, people who are on, their ear to the grindstone. They're watching the Telegram updates. So these are the people who I would say are more educated about the protocol. And once again, like you're saying, any of the short-term people, whether they were made whole or not, they're gone and they're buying higher. Whereas the kind of herd that stands now, I think a lot of people, that's why we all are holding. I talked to 70 plus people and everyone holds trunk there. And majority of those people, I would say probably, for one point or the other, have no intention of selling in the short term. So that's my take. I think, yes, there's not a ton of liquidity as it stands now, but I think the mechanisms, the low liquidity on the Solana side, low, all of that's going to just help us recover, pump, and we'll get more people as we go.
Yeah, and I had something to say. Missed it. Patrick, take it off.
I'll take it.
I'll hear it again. I'll remember what I was going to
say. To me, I mean, a lot of the price run-up was because of Solend, and the big fall was because of Solend. But now the guardrails are in. We figured it out. It's two things. It's 10% limit and the liquidations only by Savannah House. So big sells aren't going to have the biggest impact that they would have had. We won't have the liquidations happening, by outside players. And as far as those that are selling, I mean, we went up this huge run up, like Zach said, that we expected a lot of people selling at $1, and we blasted past $1 like it wasn't even there. Went straight to $1.25. So those that wanted to sell already sold, and then the evil actors, their wallets are recognized and I imagine barred in some way. The problem is like big hodlers like SK and Zach were both liquidated in this. The one good thing is that, like you say, the mechanisms are still in place. The tokenomics work. We know they work. And also we have the determination of BT. Like any other developer, they would have looked at this and went, oh crap, this is like the second biggest fall, first elephant money, then and trunk and trunk and then trunk again. I don't know of anyone else that has the determination that BT has to return it back on top and the knowledge. No, he knows that it's going to go back on top. Like,
yeah, is that the vibe you got, Patrick? He was asking me, how was BT? Most devs might be, would have canceled the event, throw in the towel, but BT's confidence and, lack of, this is the end of the world, that inspires confidence and shows that it's like, how do I say it? He feels that we have the code cracked in such a way that it's honestly a beneficial thing that we're putting on these guardrails, and that only 113 people got liquidated instead of 100,000 people got liquidated or something. So what was your impression of BT's kind of, I guess, presence at the event?
I've seen other projects fail under just criticism. So BT, on the pessimism optimism scale, he's definitely on the optimistic scale. But I think he's also he has some secret knowledge behind the scenes. I got like a little piece of it, and I'm sure it's just one piece out of many pieces. So I think that gives him the confidence. It's not like something he can reveal because, that's, you can't, as the head of a protocol, like give out like too much alpha. It's, you could get bit by the SEC, et cetera. So, but I think, he knows some things are going in the background. He understands the code. He understands the holes that happen. Maybe, after the fact, but now we have it. And so, yeah, I'm buying trunk again.
I mean, one of the best things and what I was going to say earlier was, we took a dip going into the weekend with the party, right? Right after starting Saturday, trunk jumped up 5%, and then Sunday it's up, and Monday it's up, right? Yeah. So I think we're up like 15% since the conference, which is really, and I'm really, really glad to see that. So one of the things that, like I was telling Zach before you hopped on, Patrick, was that, I'm kind of surprised that the party went on, but the fact that it did, now BT also got to meet you and Zach and all of the other people that have been cheerleaders, right? And it rejuvenated his soul, as to say, because, it did seem, right a few months ago that, like, his voicemails felt like he was the grind. Like, hey, I want to renounce the keys. We're in a good place. I just want to toss them. Now it's that renewed vigor. Like, no, MFers, you guys attack me. Now we're going to come back strong again, right?
Yeah. It's almost like if you knew, you have a treasure map and we're walking along the path and X marks the spot. And right, we've been walking and instead of us being lost in the desert, we now have a path forward, and we have look how much value capture and how much liquidity was brought into Solon based off this new business model, right? We eclipsed what futures has gathered over 500, 600 days, 2-year time, right, in a month, in 30 days. And so, right, when you have that kind of proof of concept, and now you have the wind taken out of your sails, but you can get it back, it's like it's full sail again and back all the way to the promised land. So yeah, like I said, I could tell he is excited about the future, and that's what you want to see, right, in a dev. You don't want to see, like you were talking about, someone who's just a bit, I guess, tired of stuff. So it's not like Richard Hart, right, who's MIA or at SBF in jail or who knows what, every other dev who rug pulls. I was joking as a little side note, but I read a recent little post. This rug pull happened by the dev, and it was because he was short, and he finally had enough money to get height extension surgery. And he told his whole community, he's like, sorry, but I'm going to rug the project because I finally have enough for the surgery. It's been real. Thank you. I'm like, oh my gosh. But anyway, that's a little side note, but that's crypto for you, right? But yeah, I'm excited, man. It was a great time. And yeah, we definitely invigorated his soul. He invigorated ours. And yeah, my confidence, if anything, is at all-time high, man.
Listen, that's really good to hear.
So what I was just going to say is that, is Solend USD, the whole lending pool, there's trust issues now, but, crypto DeFi has a pretty short memory, I think, especially when the money starts rolling in. So once we start getting like triple digit returns and the guardrails are in, the 10% limit, and then the liquidations only by Savannah, people are going to dive back in. I know I am. Just at least on the USDC side. If I see triple digit returns, I'm going back in.
Yeah, I don't know if you know. So it's up right now. It's now save.finance, I believe, is the thing, and it's 262. I think was what I saw USD lending at.
Yeah.
So I think
I might wait a few days.
Well, I think the big thing is if you lend, you definitely know it's going to be you better lend because it's going to be locked. Right. It's going to take a minute because as soon as you lend, somebody else is going to pull. Right.
And that's bullish as heck. Like you're saying, we already know as a community, like, oh, any money I put in here, someone's going to come take it out and going to be paying me 400% interest. Like we already know that's around the corner.
So,
oh my gosh. It's going to be me paying you 400% as I try to degen my way and get it all back in one trade. Oh gosh. If anyone wants to give me a loan out there, let me know. And but
I
trust yourself with the money. Thank me later.
I was going to say I got some in my account. We can talk terms.
I gotta really go to McDonald's tomorrow. Like real seriously go to McDonald's.
You'd be like, listen, the first time was kind of a joke. This time I'm serious.
Yeah, I was like the Zero to Crypto Millionaire series. I didn't want to manifest it like that. I mean, gosh, what was I thinking?
That's what you did. You manifested it yourself.
You got to be careful what you put out there in the world, right?
You'd be like, no, I meant this wallet. I was taking this wallet.
Yeah.
I didn't mean all my wallets.
Life comes at you fast in crypto. Let me tell you that.
Are you really working at McDonald's tomorrow?
Sorry?
Are you working at McDonald's tomorrow? Is that right?
No. I seriously did apply, but they did not reach back out to me, which I was offended. But I intended to work there at least for a month. I was going to give it a good old college try. I have to go to McDonald's University and they teach you how to flip a burger and stuff. But they didn't call me back. I guess they were staffed. And I talked to the manager, like she knew me, and she said, you have to start the night shift, either 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. or 10 to 6.
Yeah.
I was down, but I guess there's a lot of people down in my town, I guess. Yes. But hey, that's the way cookie crumbles. Well, better days ahead. But
yeah, they're like, you have a degree from what? In what? Yeah, no.
I mean, were you guys in Solend previously? I know Zach was, but Godwin, were you in Solend as well?
USDC side, yeah.
Yeah,
I had 4 accounts.
So would you guys go back in?
Man, that is the question. And you know what? I've had to, because I was pissed when I got that haircut, right? Sure. And then I had to sit down and really think to myself, if I knew that was an option, would I have still put money in? And when I look in the mirror, I'm pretty sure I probably would have still done it. So, now the people that I talked into to throwing money in, they might not have. Right. So I feel bad about that. But they were also people that got in on Trunk at 20 cents and got that run up. So they took profits. Actually, they sold a little bit of Trunk to put that money into Solend. So they're still up. So I really didn't feel like I wasn't too upset. I wasn't, trying to pay them back for their losses or anything.
Been there, done that too many times. Let me call them. I need to now. They have to return the favor. I'm about to. Hey, can I get $100? No, I'm just playing. Yeah. but to answer your question too, just to be real, greed is a very real human emotion. And when people see, maybe there'll be less risk capital to get involved. But when you see something like there's literally no other financial services that even come close to the value that you can receive by participating, either being a USDC supplier or being Trunk or whatever. So maybe instead of them putting 10 grand in, they put in 1 grand for 6 months, and they're like, wow, the 6 months I made 200% or I made 100% or whatever.
Yeah. Why didn't I put 10,000 in?
There we go. So that's kind of what, Bank Teller has made this comment in the past, but making that perfect mousetrap for value. And right, I don't even want to mention his name. I forgot it. That one, influencer, he tried to turn those words around as if it's like, oh, a mousetrap, but that's what I think that's what BT is continuously, innovating, whether it be all of these different products we've been through, but with this type of mousetrap, it's the cheese gets bigger and bigger, and it's just like a really, like I said, nothing compares. Like I said, if you want to go straight USDC or do both or whatever. So I sincerely think people who got burned, they'll be back.
So what do you guys think? Because one of the big things that I keep hearing is, when you tell people, oh, you get 400% on cash, people are like, give me a break. They look at me and they're like, well, you deserve to lose your money because that's not real, So what do you think because I mean, obviously he's offering 256 or 252 or whatever it is, 262. He doesn't have to offer that, right? Like, what do you think a realistic number? I mean, because somebody said it in one of the chats that Terra Luna was 20%, right? And it brought in billions of dollars at 20%. So, he doesn't have to offer 262%.
Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, 25%. Are people going to come in for 25%?
Yeah. Like you're saying, it almost, like you said, almost hurts us. It almost pushes away potential money because they think it's too good to be true. But I think the proof will be in the pudding when, just like we each one teach one, it's like, it's nothing other than if any individuals like want to take the risk and get involved and they find out the truth for themselves, or if they just say, no, that sounds too good to be true, it's not for me. And like I said, if that's your type of person, then that's okay. This isn't for everybody. But if there's an individual who, once again, has an interest in decentralized finance and they get involved with a little bit, just like all of us in crypto, I'm sure all of us started with $1,000 or something. None of us dropped 50 grand into something that we didn't know. But we can't. Now it comes a day where I do drop 50 grand into something I think I know. But anyway, so yeah, I think, like you're saying with what was the protocol's name? Anchor protocol. When they see that it's not just inflation and selling, like the Luna token and that, hey, the Luna token is going to go up forever. Like, I think when they see that it's a deflationary token, it's getting, captured by the turbines, etc., it will draw those same cohort of people. I think people who are looking for a yield that beats traditional financial options. I think the word has to spread, whether it starts with just the herd at first and then gets out. But proof will be in the pudding, and it might be 6 months, and who knows till whenever mass adoption. But whatever it comes out to be, it'll be attractive.
So was there any talk of futures during the conference?
Just in passing, Mason we were hanging out with Bank Teller. He literally just was straight shooter. He said his future's good. And Bank Teller did this. He said, yeah, that's what I got from Bank Teller. He's like, yeah, it's good. So I think it is good. Kind of like Patrick was saying, I think there is going to be strong efforts to continue to support futures, Trunk, Elephant token. All of BT was saying Trunk's not going anywhere, but people say, oh, it's 20 cents, it's 10 cents. You gave up on that. And look at us today. Elephant token, it crashed from the second parabola. It's dead. He's never going to touch it again. All I can say is I don't think that's necessarily true after this weekend. And
the three of us know how the system is supposed to work, right? So we know that Elephant is part of the equation, right? Yeah. For the system to be running on all cylinders, Elephant will have to rise again.
Bertha has to be healthy.
Bertha has to have it, So all those people that are still holding Elephant, if you don't need the money, then forget about it. Come back in 10 years, right? And that's why I put check it out. Yeah. I mean, I said 2025 is going to be Elephant's going to be the sneaky buy, right? Because it's going to get to a point where it does plateau. And once it starts plateauing, that's when the real people that are going to make millions and millions of dollars in this protocol are going to buy Elephant again, right? Because once the protocol starts buying and stacking, people aren't going to be able to get it, because the protocol wants it. And once the protocol has it, then the protocol is flywheeling itself.
So I personally think futures is going to continue to be strong for, excuse me, the couple coming years. Does that mean it's always going to be here? I'm not sure. Will it evolve into Solend, and we've hard battle tested it, et cetera, et cetera. And there's some sort of, not migration, but some sort of sunset. And then you can choose to go into that. And who knows? I don't know the future, but I sincerely believe that futures is going to continue to do its thing. And, there's always the personal bonus and et cetera. So, I mean, there's already measures.
Futures is the first step, right? Because it's $200 to compound or deposit, whatever you want to call it, and that gets used. That gets used by the system. So the more people that are depositing, compounding, or whatnot, if the base rate drops to 0, who cares? You're still getting 182 every time you deposit. And that goes down by what, 0.01 or something?
4% a day.
4% a day, yeah. So, as long as that's part of your strategy, it doesn't matter. 90% is still better than 0. 45% is still better than 0. Like all these, everybody's like, oh my God, it's not 182% anymore. Go to your bank. Like, put your money in the bank.
Yeah, someone posted a question about futures to BT, and he just posted a meme that said, well, it was Arnold Schwarzenegger smoking, like just on the lounge. Like
I saw that, yeah.
No worries.
I'll be right back.
And futures is not the only savior. It's a major player for sure, like the 200 minimum deposit. But we're about to go into a massive bull run, and we haven't even just seen the first part of it yet. So the BTC turbine, the chunk turbine, and the bull run, to me, all speak to the eventual like full-on safety, just spillover threshold, with money everywhere.
Yeah. And
the 262% that we're getting off of Solend is, it's kind of like the degen rate, but we're all degens here. It's so early that the degens are in it, and a lot of people are getting to concentrated liquidity, and we're getting like the thousands of percents that people are into, like with Mr. Miggles, for example. I mean, I guess it's going sideways, and people are just making like 1,000, 2,000% a year, and that's just crazy. Yeah. So we're kind of spoiled about that. And the other thing too is that not everyone is online like us degens. Like this whole thing, after 2 weeks, there's people just probably getting back onto it and going, "Oh, it's 262% now."
Right? They don't even know.
Like they didn't even see it. Like,
yeah. Oh, it's down from 400.
Right. They have zero idea that anything had happened, and that they're just going, "Oh, it looks like it's locked up now. Oh, okay, I'll check back in a week or something."
Yeah. Or they come in and they're all like, "Oh my God, truck's at 35 cents. Do you see this? It was at 12 cents the last time I checked it."
I mean, there is that too. Or there's people coming in the first time and going, "Oh my God, it's 30 cents."
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, and kind of like to your point, Patrick, all the people who are involved in concentrated liquidity, like that is like our market. These are people who understand impermanent loss. They understand, hey, I have to, yield the OG yield farmers. A farmer's is hard work, right? In a field, you're working all day, and you're managing your crops, and you're rotating your crops, etc. And so it's a very apt description. And now when they find out, hey, USDC 400 or 200% or whatever it is, right? Where I don't have to jump into the newest meme coin of the week, and then I have to have alerts on my phone when it does its thing, and I have to jump out, and then I have to tweet, right? When they find out they have a safe home and what BT is building, the sustainable for generational wealth, it's like I think it's going to bring a lot of eyeballs, and that's something I want to focus on making content too for those people who I said are more sophisticated DeFi actors who may have just not been involved with our protocol yet, like. They'll definitely, I think really like what we have to offer. And just to answer Justin Kelly's question real quick, he said, Zach, are you willing to use futures percentage gain to buy trunk now or just compounding? So my personal financial situation, I use majority of my futures income to pay for my rent each month for my apartment. So I'm thankful to God that I have futures, right? With this sort of setback with me getting liquidated, I don't need to run out to get a job. I have my rent paid and my food paid and my phone bill, insurance, like that's all good. However, if I was in the case of where I wasn't relying on that money in the real world, I would be claiming more than likely in buying trunk at these prices. So that's personally what I would do with any futures money that I'm not using for direct lifestyle expenses.
So I found this cool website. It's save.finance. And what you could do is you can loan, you can put USDC up and you can take a loan against it and buy trunk really cheap right now.
That's another great point. Yeah, you don't have to even, if you don't want to spend that USDC, stake it, earn the yield, buy trunk with that. There's another very solid strategy.
Do your own research, not financial advice. Don't sue me, bro.
Don't sue me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I put in a link, and it's basically what happened after the after elephant crashed. And I don't know if you remember that video, but it's I don't know. Can we run the video?
Yeah, sure. Where's it? Do you have a link in the chat for it?
He put in the private chat. Can
I
you
see
see that?
it here. Yeah, I'll pull it up. I'll share my screen. Let me know if you can have the audio. Is there audio in the video?
There is audio, yeah.
All right, here, perfect. Yeah, also share system audio. Share, perfect. So you should be able to hear.
Hold on, let me see. Got to figure out how to bring it up. Add the stage. Bam, there we go.
You guys remember this one?
Let me see. I don't actually. I don't know this video.
EM is just going up. I'm pretty sure Elephant Money did like a 90% rug in like half an hour. Oh, it's going to the moon now.
I do remember this.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. It's coming back. Wow, it's coming back, fool. No way. All right, I'll give you credit, bro. You're the first person to say, look at this, and it's actually coming back. Holy shit.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow, it's actually coming back, bro. I can't believe my eyes.
BT know how to paint a chart. He knows.
It's actually coming back.
That's why DCA is so important.
I thought that was it.
That's how we paint these charts.
But they stayed strong, bro. This thing's... You got me. It's actually coming back. I can't believe it. I'm pretty sure it went down 90% in an hour. It's coming back. The Luna Moon Boys have hope.
Luna Moon Boys.
Luna Moon Boys.
They don't have hope. They don't have the tokenomics.
Look at that shit. This is a 1 hour candle.
Yeah. There. That is a great video.
Yeah. And I think this is going to be a rerun with Trunk and eventually with Elephant Money too. I just see with the bull run, I mean, with fresh infusions into the Trunk's going to replay back to all-time highs and beyond. And, the 1% that goes back into Elephant Money, and then Elephant Money is going to boom. And especially since Elephant Money is linked to BNB, and BNB is going to reach all-time highs too. So I have little worry. It's all about the timeline. But we're already seeing it at 30 cents. Yeah. And who would have guessed that? I wouldn't have. I thought it was going to crab sideways for the longest time.
Yeah, because I mean, after this attack, it was 10 cents. And it's already, and it ran up to 40 cents the same day. So it 4x'd. If you were able to catch it at that low, it 4x'd before it dropped back down to that 28 cents or whatever.
Right.
I'm dying over here because, like I said, I had 8% debt. Trunk could have crashed to like 18 cents. I would have been fine. But no, it has to be 10 cents. Leverage is the devil. Don't do leverage, people. Don't. Just be okay. I don't know what to tell you. 8% was too much. Ladies like your leverage. They're gonna ruin you. So be good. But yeah, sorry. It's definitely good to see it just continue to chug along, do its thing. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it kills me that big members such as yourself and SK got nearly liquidated, or were liquidated, and that's just 2 people out of many, like 100 people.
There's 113. I think that's what I read in the post. Yeah,
and it's not percentage wise, maybe it's small, but dollar wise, I don't know.
But the problem is those 113 people were the hurt, right? Like they were the ones that because it wasn't easy to. The reason I mean, 100% reason why my trunk wasn't over there because it wasn't easy. I didn't want to take the time. Zach, we talked about the day before, right?
Yeah,
and
you just had asked me.
I just asked for the step because I watched this video. I'm like, damn, if I had like written steps, I do better at reading than watching. So I was 2 days from probably having trunk in there.
Right.
And that was trunk I held on for years and watched it, right? And I DCA'd and this, and it's just part of the game. I get it. I get what I'm involved with. I understand the risk. I want to be here without it. So, whatever the licks I take, it comes and goes with it. But I was gonna say, I do want it. I'm like, no, BT, don't pump it yet. Let it crab. Let it crab.
Yeah, let it crab. Yeah.
Let it crab.
I need a chance to get more.
That's an old. I'll give you some old OG crypto wisdom. Back in the day when I was lurking 4chan on Biz and I was learning about crypto back in the day, man, that's wild. I haven't thought about that in a minute. It just hit me right now. But there was a trope that when you found a really good token or a coin that you liked, you would be a negative promoter, right? You would be an anti-shill. You say that's a trash coin, like, oh, it's going
try to get it down,
because you wanted more time to accumulate, right? Because you knew how good it was. So I need to come on here and this trunk stuff, guys. I don't know. Here's your boy.
Here's your new boy,
dude. Shizzy's in the chat. What's going on, Shizzy? Man,
hey, I don't know. I don't know if you just popped on, Shizzy, but Zach pulled up your site.
Yeah, I already showed everyone about, Ordinal Revolution. So yeah, man, it was great meeting you. And I want to give our Rugs2Riches audience the alpha, and I know you're the man for it. So Goldwyn's going to be checking it out. And Patrick, this is your man you need to convince to pay him a little bit of money. He'll write you some articles. He'll get you good.
Hey, well, welcome to the show. Hopefully, we can do some cross promotion or whatnot.
Yeah.
It's all part of the herd. It's commingling.
That's what's so cool, man. Like there's some, just to be straight, there's assholes in crypto. There's people who are just, they don't give nothing about anything other than making money and running, doing their own thing. But like meeting people like Shizzy, meeting people like Patrick, meeting people like Crypto Slow, meeting the herd and like seeing these people who want something bigger than themselves, right? They're not just in it to make, just to do it and run, they're like trying to build something, it's like, that's really inspiring to me, So I really enjoyed just the networking aspect, man. It was super cool. So cool, man.
Well, hey, Zach, what do you we're launching soon, right?
Yeah, I know you mentioned. Yeah, I wish I had a giant allocation. Actually,
nobody has a giant allocation. It makes you feel better. So yeah, August next week on the show. Actually, we're going to launch live. So DeFi IRA. DeFi-IRA.com. Check it out.
Which chain are you guys gonna be launching on?
Base chain.
Base.
Nice.
So we're gonna launch on Base chain. It's kind of a cross between Elephant and Earn. Those are the two protocols that AG and I have been pouring our blood and soul into, and we love aspects of both of them. Elephant had a treasury, so we've been building a treasury for about 6 months now. And then Earn, we love the reflection model. So the returns. Big thing with Earn is the 2% fee goes back to all holders. There's no team allocation. There's no anything. So our fees go back to holder, but then we add the liquidity because we want the liquidity to build faster. So it's 4% fee, 3% goes to all holders, 1% to liquidity. No team, no marketing budget, no nothing. That'll all be taken care of by our treasury. Nice. So, and then the treasury just buys assets, and what it's going to do is it's going to buy IRA token every single week. So It's not going to be a lot at first, right? We know it's a slow grind. Our trajectory is 5-10 year. That's what we want, just a slow and steady, whatever angle that is. Right.
Yeah. And you're at a great time, I would say, like Patrick was just mentioning, right? With 2025, like you mentioned as well, being what appears to be, the top of the market coming in, especially with the kind of endorsement from Trump and the kind of pump now. I think we're hitting at 69K, 70K. Did it hit 70K? Yeah, I don't know if you guys have been following it too close. But this is the time, man, to be out in Base chain, which appears to be the next, big chain with Coinbase supporting it and such. So yeah, man, I think you're in a great position. It might go like this. It might go like this.
Well, if it does, it does. But then it'll come back down. We know it's going to be volatile. We're not designing it for those 100x, 1000x. We want our idea is more of a Web3 401k, right? Because my kid is 15 and he just got his first job. No, I'm not gonna let him put money into 401k. So what he's gonna do every week when he gets a paycheck is he's gonna invest it in himself. So that's what Adrian, when we were talking about it, that's kind of what we settled on. Is but he has 2 kids right about the same age as my 2 kids, and I don't have a 401k. They're not going to have a 401k. So, you buy IRA, you get your rewards in ETH. You don't get it in the token. So the rewards that you get, the 3% rewards come back to you in ETH.
Nice.
Not, well, I guess it'd be WETH, I guess, because it's on base. It's not, but.
Nice.
So.
Yeah, man, it was great. I got to meet Crypto Stu, got to chat with him, got to see Blackberry guy, got to see Black Raspberry, got to see, like I said, Benny, got to see, I'm missing 100 other people here, but it was
Crypto Stu's Crypto. Did you guys get to go to the Flex party? I'm looking forward to his protocol too. Flex Perpetuals.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with it?
Yep.
I am. Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah. He got to talk to him. I think I got to meet his dev, or rather the other gentleman that's part of it. When we were playing chess at the table, they came up and we said hey to them for a minute.
Oh yeah,
nice.
Dave.
Yeah, Dave. Yeah. So really cool, man. Like I said, this networking, we got to hang out with Mikey in person for an hour. Got to see Nadina, got to see all of them. It's just so cool. Just we're doing it, man. We're doing it live.
It's Mikey and Ern. We got a drawing to do. You guys want to go ahead and do that right now?
Let's do it.
All right. We are doing flame holders. So it is 0 through 99. Patrick, what's your favorite number, 0 to 99?
87.
87.
13.
13. All right. I think we can be up to almost 800. I think we might be a little bit past 800. Mikey, if you're still in the chat, what's our target? I think 820. So we're right around there. So anything lower than 820, somebody's going to get 100,000 earn. Let's see.
And you guys settled on, right? If it doesn't hit the number, then the special guest gets the.
I think that is something that Bailey suggested, and I don't know how that went. But I do know that if it doesn't hit, what they're doing is they're using the 100. Can you guys see it?
Yes,
Yep.
you can see it.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and spin it while we're talking. I know that if it doesn't hit, what he's going to use is 100,000 for like a biggest buy competition. Ooh, 409. Somebody just got paid.
Nice.
Somebody's going to get paid. So if you are the lucky flame holder of flame number 409, you just won.
Nice. All right, I'm going to hop off since I need to finalize my packing. But
you got a long trip ahead of you, brother.
I have to make sure everything's dialed in. So
nice.
Hey, man.
Go ahead.
Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us. Hey, have a safe trip. Pop in and let us know. I definitely want to chit chat with you after you have a conversation with Danny. Let me know how that goes.
Yeah, I'll definitely. I'll definitely chat with you about that. I'm basically just checking it out. And
take lots of pictures, man. I'm jealous. I wish I could be on your side going traveling the world, man. It's awesome, man. Enjoy it.
It's gonna be fun.
Because you mentioned after Guam, they're gonna go. Is it the Philippines after, or?
Yeah, I'm going to Guam first, so I'm going to be there for 2 weeks with family, and then I just took extended basically, the layover to 4 days, and so I'll coincidentally be there during his birthday on August 13th.
Oh, nice.
I mentioned that. I told him you got to have the Alcazul shot.
Man. Hey, dude, score me a bottle. Score me a bottle.
I was going to score myself a bottle. We'll see how much room I have in my luggage.
Score yourself a case.
Their TSA is gonna be, what is this blue potion you're bringing on the plane? What is this?
If I can, I'll bring multiple bottles. But let's
Nice.
see how it goes.
It'll be a party at Patrick's yurt.
Yeah, that's gonna cost
Yeah.
them. All right, guys.
All right,
Cool,
so-
man.
See you, man.
See you, bro. Oh,
man.
good times, man.
It has been, man.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Well-
that's why I'm jealous because, like I said, I was actually pretty nervous going to meet Patrick for lunch because, I'm not as much as I might seem like I'm an extrovert on TV. In real life, I'm not necessarily until, like I said, a couple vodka crayons. It's a different Goldwyn,
Then we're tearing up the dance floor, right? Hey, me and Goldwyn, the life of the party,
That's
right? Yeah.
So, or if I'm amongst like really good friends that I'm really comfortable with, and then I'm a little more sociable. But
Yeah.
let's take it. So
Cool. Yeah. Definitely crypto isn't necessarily the biggest party scene in the world, as you might imagine. but it's good to be with, like I said, like-minded individuals and people we all share with experiences.
Well,
so, yeah.
Zach, around August 1st, 2026. So 2 years from basically 2 days from now. 'Cause that's my birthday. So 2 days.
Oh,
3 days.
awesome.
Yeah. 3 days. Anyway, August 1st, 2026. Party, Grand Cayman Islands. My 50th
down.
birthday.
I'm
My
down.
50th birthday. So
On my calendar.
yeah.
What I hope as well, though, I was going to mention, I got to talk to Ed a lot too. Shout out to Thor in the chat. And he was telling me how he's a yacht broker. So if anyone needs to go anywhere in the world, the Caribbean, the Mediterranean, anywhere, they can get you a boat, the staff, and et cetera, et cetera. So I said, yeah, I hope in 2026 I'll be hitting you up, Ed, and we'll see. That might be crazy, but you might be taking over the Cayman Island. We'll see.
That's right. Well, it's we jokingly, there's a group of us that we're trying to buy a building in the Grand Cayman. So we've already like one of us has met with the Ministry of Money in the Grand Cayman to find out, to kind of lay that groundwork.
Yeah, they want the money. So yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah, plan.
So
yeah, brother. But you want to wrap it up here? I'm gonna run.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. I'm gonna run the our DeFi daily. If you
check it out, guys. If you haven't yet, DeFiDailies.com or .io.
It's DeFi-daily.com.
.com. Yeah, definitely check that out if you guys haven't had a sneak peek at it yet. Pretty good source.
So not just crypto. It's not just crypto news. It's real world news. It's sports, all kinds of stuff. But it's our current sponsor. So we do that, and then we'll bounce. Do you have any last words?
My
Mr.
trunk, DCA, great things around the corner, and great meeting everyone in person. And I'll see you guys next Monday.
All right, let's see here. Oh, I didn't do the spin to win. My favorite stupid little animation he made, and I didn't do it. Damn it to hell. That's why he's the technical wizard of the show.
Hey, G, we need you. We can't.
I know. This is why we can't do anything.
DeFi Daily is your best news source for the latest crypto, finance, market trends, sports, and world news, along with other top trending stories going on across the world. It's 100% free to use, so visit DeFi-daily.com to stay up to date and informed.
All right. Hey, we appreciate everybody for stopping in. Shizzy, thanks for popping on. Let's chit chat. Maybe we can do some cross promos or whatnot. I know that Zach's been pushing ordinals in his TG. I am more shitcoin side than BTC, but I have been buying BTC to put in my kids' accounts. So I need to look up and find out where the real alpha is. So, but anyway,
right. Till next time.
Zach, thanks for holding it down with me, man. I couldn't have done it without you.
Hey, anytime, brother. Anytime.